I'm currently in my early 40s, but if I had continued on the path I was going, then I would have been living from paycheck to paycheck, maybe my entire life. I did everything society told me to do until I got to a point where I had a PhD. But with all of this, I found myself living from paycheck to paycheck. I heard from the people who were ahead of me, just work hard and everything will fall in place. But that is not the reality. And these are the things that I have learned on my journey to financial freedom. The first thing is that hard work without strategy leads to burnout. Even if you keep working so hard and you don't know exactly what you want to achieve, you don't know what your outcome is, you are going to lead to burnout. Even assuming that you are going to school, you take a program in school. Like most of us, we go to school. Maybe our parents said that we should study this. Like me, for example, I ended up doing a PhD in a field that I didn't intend from the beginning. And the reason being that because I came to the US as an F1 student, I wanted to do an MBA, but the tuition was too high. So I decided, okay, now what is it that I can do so that I'm able to get financial aid, I'm able to get tuition waivers, all those things. I did it not necessarily because it's something I was passionate about, even though I ended up enjoying it, but it was because it's something that could help me at that time. And so society, the conditions, they forced me to take that part in life. And so even if, there are some things in life that you might find yourself doing and you work so hard, work extremely hard, and at the end, you don't really get the results you want. Many people have told us, because we come to America, maybe nursing is what pays. And we ended up finding ourselves in nursing. And now we are so burnt out. We don't even enjoy what we are doing. So if I had to tell my younger self anything, choose skills that are monetizable. So sometimes you are even working and there are so many opportunities for skills that you can learn. But we don't even understand that those skills, when we learn them, they are going to put us ahead of so many other people. And now we keep living from paycheck to paycheck and we don't know how to improve or change our lives. So if there is something I can tell you, is that hard work is not enough. Learn skills that are monetizable. Because if you are working hard towards something that has no value or towards something that will not give you any result, then you will end up frustrated. So when you are working hard, you must have a strategy on the results that you want to get. So you can put in 12 hours in a day. Working so hard is like you are just spinning the wheel at the same place. Nothing is happening, but you are turning so fast, you are not seeing any results. So what you need is not just hard work. It's smart work. You need to create a plan, set goals, and take intentional steps that are going to help you to move forward. The next thing I want to talk about is that knowledge and skill set matters. Just think about two people working in the same office. Maybe one of them has a higher qualification and the other one has a lower qualification. Just virtue of the fact that that person has a higher qualification, most of the time he has a higher salary. They might be working for 8 hours, but the other person with a higher qualification will be earning far more than the person with a lower qualification. And so the skill set that you have really matters. If you have the opportunity to learn something new, to learn a new skill that will take you higher, it is amazing. I used to work as a data analyst, and then I took just a 3-month course and I became a senior DevOps engineer. Just by taking those 3 months course, it drastically changed so many things for me. I remember when I was in grad school, there was somebody who was a cleaner on campus. And one day that person came to my office to clean. And I asked this person, why don't you just take a course on campus and change your status? And this person was like, no, I don't have the money to pay the fees. And I was like, no, when you are working on campus, you can actually get free tuition. And this person did not know. Just by going and taking few courses, this person ended up having an amazing job. And so skills really matter in life. Look at your qualification. Look at your skills. Why is it that you are still living from paycheck to paycheck? What are the things that you can do to change your life today? The next thing I want to talk about is that network and relationships are crucial. The people you surround yourself with. There are some people you surround yourself with, and these people are always complaining. These people see negativity in everything. And one thing that I've come to learn is that the things you think about, the things you spend your time thinking about, those things will become who you are. If you spend your time thinking, what are the things that I can do to be able to change my life? What are the things that I can do to be able to earn $100,000 a month? When you start thinking like that, you'll find yourself taking steps to become that thing. But if you find yourself every time saying, okay, I'm so poor, my life is bad, that is how your life is actually going to be. And if you surround yourself with those kind of people who feel those way, complain like that all the time, guess what? You also spend your time complaining and remaining at the same spot. A few weekends ago, I decided to take a big step. I paid a certain amount of money that was so huge, and I attended a meeting here in California. And when I went for that meeting, I had a completely different mindset, because the way people saw things, I was like, wow, is this possible? I saw how people were making strategies on how to make $30 million a year. I was like, wow. And I didn't even know that things like that were possible. And if you don't interact with people like this, you don't spend time in places like this, you keep thinking that, oh, everybody is so poor. But overcomers, that is not the truth. Let me know in the comment section the things that you think we can do in order for us to be able to change our life instead of just working so hard. Another thing I want to talk about is that your mindset brings result. This is something that many people overlook. Sometimes you don't even understand that your mindset drives the way you act, drive the actions that you take daily. Your mindset makes or breaks success. You can be working so hard every day, tirelessly, for hours upon hours. Maybe after your day's job, you start putting hours on your side hustle. But if you don't believe that is possible, just that mindset itself already hinders you from breaking through. I want you to develop a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities can improve. Believe that your life can change. Believe that you can do it. Believe that if others can, then you can. Just this belief itself is as important as putting in all the hours. You can put the hours, and if you don't believe that it's going to be successful, it's going to really be hard for you to be successful. The next thing I want to talk about is that hard work needs consistency and patience. Sometimes people work hard on something that is actually feasible, something that can actually change their life, but because maybe they are not patient enough to wait for the results, they give up when it's almost time for the breakthrough. One thing that I've come to learn on my journey is that the breaking of the day only comes from the middle of the night. During that darkest hour of the night, when things get so tough, when it gets so hard, guess what? It is almost the breaking of the day. And so sometimes people give up because it's so tough, it's so dark. But if you are working on something that you've assessed and you see that, yes, I'm putting in the effort, I'm working hard, you need to give some time so that that thing will materialize, so that that thing will mature. The next thing I want to talk about is delegate and leverage. Sometimes many people make the mistake to think that, oh, I'm superpower, I can do it all by myself. But I want you to know that the most successful individuals actually delegate. For example, you can delegate things like cleaning your house to someone else, not because you have all the money in the whole world, but because you want to free up your time. Okay, for example, just think about if you have to spend 5 hours of your time to clean your house, and maybe if you are working on something, on a project, that 5 hours of your time, let's just assume that it would have given you $1,000. Now, imagine you paying somebody $200 to clean your house. You see that you make a profit of $800. That is how you have to also think and delegate things that will help free up your time so that you can take the small hours that you have and put in valuable things that only you can do. So hard work doesn't actually mean doing every single task by yourself. It just means that focusing on your strength, focusing on the things that you can do best, and then allow others to do what they can do best. The internet has made the world a global village. Now, we can work here and then you can hire people from other parts of the world. Let's say, for example, you hire somebody from the Philippines, right? Can be like 1/100 of a full-time salary of somebody here in the US. Just you hiring that person, you can even pay that person double salary so that the person will put in their effort and do that job for you. Now you have that spare time to do something else. And so it's not just about spending so much time working hard. Just be wise in the decisions that you take daily so that your life will be able to move forward. And another thing is that when you keep hustling, trying to hustle 24/7, struggling, putting in all the effort and not having time for yourself, is going to break you. Take breaks when it's necessary, and you are going to build a healthy work-life, balanced life. You know, the beginning is not easy. Sometimes when you are just starting on your journey, you have your day's job, you have your business things that you have to work on, you have your family, and all these things get so overwhelming. But overcomers, so long as you keep on that journey, strategize and plan, things are going to get better. And one thing that I came to learn on my journey is that instead of me wasting so much time trying to figure out something for days, for months, for years, it's better for you to just even look for someone who has already done that thing, somebody who has already achieved it, and then you learn from that person so that that person will be able to help you to move your life forward faster. You'll be working hard, but on something that you are certain that is going to work. There are many people who take so many hours, so many years and work on things that will never give them any result. Success requires strategies, skills, relationship, and all these things. When you put them together in the right way, then you are definitely going to succeed. And if you've been wanting to start your own business, I have a free book down below that will walk you through step by step how to start your own business. And so, overcomers, you can click on this next video that is going to walk you through step by step how to start a business. Love you all so much.
It's been a while since we laid down.